Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video. Today, if you guys like the video, make sure to smash the like button. Welcome back to Anyone Can PVM, and in today's video, we are going to be tackling Cerberus. So let's go ahead and start with the gear and the inventory setup. So for my inventory, I've got a special attack weapon. I use the Dragon Warhammer to weaken him. I bring a super combat potion, a bunch of prayer potions, and then just some food, and then a way to escape. Now, as for the gear, I don't expect you guys to have all of this. I'll show you some alternatives in a second, but I'm taking the Slayer Helmet, Amulet of Torture Fire Cape, Rhoda's Blessing, Bandos, we got the Primordial Boots, Ferocious Glove, Ring of Suffering, we have Dragon Defender, and the Arc Light. So on screen right now is what the wiki pretty much recommends to take for the helmet. Slayer Helmet would be the best, then the Black Mask, and then we have all the way from the Amulet of Torture, and the worst would be the Amulet of Strength. Honestly, any of them work. This boss is pretty simple. Same with the Cape, Infernal Cape being the best, Arty Cloak being like the worst, all the way down to Inquisitor. For the longest time, I was doing this with Barrow's gear, and it works perfectly fine. Just Bandos has a little bit more defense and stuff. And for the weapon, it recommends that you take the Scythe of Vitter, which a lot of people wouldn't have. The Arc Light works incredibly fine. Also, the Abyssal Bludgeon you could use as well. You could take the Defenders. If not, bring a Dragon Fire Shield. Any shield, doesn't really matter. Any of the blessings work as well. Barrow's gloves work just fine here, even Rune or Dragon gloves. For the boots, just take Rune boots, Dragon boots. You don't need Primordials or Guardian boots. And for the best ring, it recommends the Berserker ring. I actually don't have that on my account, so I'm going to be rocking the Ring of Suffering. Brimstone ring works just as fine here as well. And for the special attack weapon, it recommends the Bandos God Sword or the Dragon Claws. So I guess I could take the Bandos God Sword, but I'm going to be just taking my regular Dragon Warhammer. Okay, so to get to Cerberus, you want to go to the dungeon, the Taverley dungeon right here. Now, the best ways of getting there would either be teleporting into Falador and then running over here, climbing the crumbling wall, and running up this way to the Taverley dungeon, or what I recommend is using your house teleport in Taverley and just running a little bit south towards the dungeon. Once you're at the dungeon, all you have to do is go and climb down the dungeon. Now, this is where agility does help, because for the agility shortcut, you need level 80. If not, you're going to have to walk all the way around, which is a little frustrating, but if you have the 80 agility, definitely helps out here. You can use a Summer Pie to boost your agility, which can help if you have, say, 75. You can get over this wall pretty easily that way. Once you get over the agility shortcut, you just want to run up past the other Hellhounds. Be careful for these poisonous spiders. They can damage you, and it is a little frustrating because then you're poisoned throughout the fight. But anyways, keep running up north and enter the cave right here, and this is going to be the Cerberus lair. So once you are in the Cerberus lair, now there's 3 paths that you can go to. They're all the exact same boss, so I either would go to the top one here or both of the sides, doesn't really matter, but usually the top one is full. So you right click it and click peek, and it will say there are no adventures inside. If there are, it will say there's one adventure inside. You just go to one of the other 2. If they're all full, just hop worlds. So there's no adventures inside, so we can go and click turn, and you will enter the Cerberus lair. So Cerberus has a couple mechanics. Basically, it has a phase where it sends out 3 ghosts, and you can take no damage in this phase. Sometimes I take a little bit of damage. It's really hard to master. You have to kind of make it exactly tick perfect, but it is easy. Then the other phase, he lets out lava pools on the floor, and you pretty much just have to walk away from them. And other than that, it's pretty simple, and the fight won't last too long. The frustrating part is he can do both of these at the exact same time, and you can take a lot of damage if you're not careful. So we're gonna go ahead and start the fight right now. Put my special attack weapon on, set my quick prayers up to pray for magic and piety, and I'm gonna dump a special attack on the boss, switch over to my Arc Light, and that's it. It's pretty easy. This boss is actually a lot easier than people think. I just AFK this. You could also use the Arc Light special attack if you want to as well, but I just like the Dragon Warhammer, want to get some use out of it. But as you can see, it's just so far been AFK the whole time. Cerberus is actually a really easy boss. People are really worried about it, but you can do it in very low level gear like Barrows or whatever. Here is the stage where he sends out the ghosts. So as you can see, when the ghosts are out, the first one is magic, and then once he lets out, pray and pray. Now, if that didn't make any sense, basically they're color formatted. So the blue one is magic, the green one's range, and the red one is for melee, and you just have to do them. So once the first attack hits you, you just switch the next one and then the next one. And you should avoid all damage, but it will drain your prayer. So that's why the quick prayer is very recommended here as well. So as you can see, we're taking a little bit of damage now. He's going to send that out again, so we can do another example. So it's starting with range and melee, and there we go. We took a little bit of damage there, but you need to do it exactly perfect, obviously, and that's something I don't really do too often, is make it exactly perfect. We're taking a lot of damage here, more than we usually do, but I'm trying to kind of explain. But he hasn't let out there. The Gur stage, he sends out the lava on the ground. All you have to do is just walk away from it, and you can avoid the damage that way. But as you can see, Cerberus is down. We did use a lot more food than I usually would, but yeah, there we go. I'll do a couple more example kills, and yeah, I can usually get about 6, 7, 8 kills a trip. So yeah, let's start this off this time by specking the Cerberus out. Bad spec there. And here we go. Start this phase again. Some people are just prayer flicking the whole time to avoid all the damage, but that's really not necessary. It doesn't take too long to get this boss, and you can get 6, 7, 8 kill trips, so it's not like very necessary to do that in my personal opinion at all. I've actually been taking the Blade of Salador here, and it seems to be doing a lot more damage than the Arclight, but I know a lot of people that wouldn't have that item, especially Ironman accounts would not have that item particularly. We're not hitting very high here at all, but we'll just wait and see if the ghosts come out again. I like to keep my HP at least over, 60, so that if he does end up doing both of the things at once, you won't get comboed out, or if the ghosts hit you 2, 3 of them in a row, keep it over 60. Even some people keep it over 80, but I don't really think that's necessary if you know what you're doing anyways. So the ghosts are coming out again. So we have range, melee, and magic. Hopefully, yeah. So if you get 0 prayer, that means you deflected all of them. Now there is a way, if you bring the spectral spirit, I think it's the spectral spirit shield, you can save half the prayer from the ghost, which is very helpful, but I know a lot of people won't have that as well, especially Iron Man should not have that item as well. So as you can see, Cerberus is almost dead again, and this is easily 2 kills. We can probably get 3 or 4 this trip, because it's not the best trip that we've had ever, but Cerberus should be dead here. Easy. Alright, the boss is spawning again. Let's land a special attack. Not doing well with these special attacks here. It's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, the Arclight doesn't seem to be hitting as often either, so our max is a 49. I mean, it's not too bad, but could be better. I think with the Blade of Salador, I was hitting 54s, so interesting. But, I mean, we could be potted up more as well. That might help. So maybe it's just as good. So we're going to eat. I like the Karam ones because you can double eat here, which is something kind of useful because you can take a lot of damage at once. So double eating definitely helps. And quick prayers are extremely helpful here as well. I do really like Cerberus. I think it's a very easy boss to go ahead and kill. I like that you can only kill it on task as well. And it doesn't drop the most expensive things, but if you do get like the primordial crystal, you can make a lot of money here. And just its regular drops alone, they can add up to be a decent amount. So every task you're at least going to be making a bit of money, so that's always good. You will, one thing I found here is you will use a lot of prayer potions. So if you're an Iron Man account, keep an eye out for that. You will use a ton of the prayer potions, but yeah. Almost dead, or almost done with the 3rd kill here, and we'll probably bank after that. But yeah, easy boss. Anyone can do it. Even with really bad gear, you can easily do this boss. Before I had bandos, I was doing it with Barrow's gear and just getting the exact same results pretty much. But I figured if I have the bandos, I might as well use it. But yeah, Cerberus, very, very easy boss. And one of my favorites, honestly. There's just something satisfying about killing Cerberus. I'll quickly show you guys my collection log for Cerberus. We've killed 620 of the Cerberus now. We've gotten all the drops except for the Jar of Souls and the Hell Puppy Pet. I really do like the Hell Puppy Pet, and I hope I get that one day. But yeah, if you do get like the Primordial Crystal drop, you can make a decent amount of money here. But yeah, overall, I really do like killing Cerberus. It's a good boss, but I hope this helped you get your first few kills at Cerberus. Don't need the best gear in the game, obviously, to take it down, but I mean, it obviously helps. helps. Thank you guys so much for watching the video today, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.